Let's talk about the prime time games, our prime time spotlight. Chicago at Philadelphia. Have the bookmakers been slow to adjust on the Eagles? Are they slow to adjust on the Bears? Like, is there no respect for the Chicago Bears? I need to know what you have this power rated at, because the Eagles are challenged on offense. They've got injuries on the offensive line. They've got issues in the secondary. This line is so high, it makes me feel like somebody knows something and is making me nervous to bet the Bears, especially the fact that it moved from 7 to 6.5. There's just something off about this.
Yeah, this is my Simon Says bet. Give me the Eagles minus 6.5 at Hard Rock.
Simon Says, presented by Hard Rock Bet.
I want to play a game. Simon Says.
And shockingly, I'm going against my model. My model has this game at 5, so it still thinks the Bears are the right side. I told you I just think this Bears team is bad, and they've been playing against bad competition and winning games. But the Eagles might be bad as well. I think they're 25th now in offensive success rate. Like, they're not that good of a team either. I just think the best unit by far on this field is going to be that Eagles defense, and this is a great matchup for them at home against this Bears team that, you know, if you can't get the run game going, you're putting on Caleb Williams. That's disaster. You do not want to be in that spot. I think that's what the Eagles are going to put him in here. And, you know, it's a unique spot. This Bears team, you look at the record, like you just said, you would never expect them to be a 7-point dog when, you know, you could argue they're just as good as the Eagles team, especially when you look at how the season's played out. But it's honestly a great spot for this Eagles team that, you know, most teams play divisional games, and that's really physical, and they struggle the following game. So, you know, since last year, teams coming off a divisional game, 135, 130 against the spread. So a 5-game difference. That's nothing, right?
No.
The Eagles, they're 10-0 against the spread in this spot, covering by 10 points per game.
How many years?
2 years. Is that too far back for you, Chad?
No, that's perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
If it was like 10 years going back to the 1950s, I'd be like, I kind of don't buy it. But 2 years is plenty. I
know you hate history. You would invade Russia. We know. You'd lose the war in the winter. We know. We've gone over this. But to me, I'm trying to take my fandom out of it, how bad this Eagles team looked, and just look at straight numbers. And it's like, okay, matchup-wise, this is a great matchup for the Eagles team against a defense. Chad knows you guys had no linebackers. Your secondary is totally banged up. They've lived off the turnovers. That's been the saving grace of this Bears team. Anytime they need a short field turnover, the Eagles team, that was the fluke of the fluke last week, right? They had these stupid fumbles, these stupid turnovers that they usually don't make. They're just a team that has not turned the ball over. So you would expect to be a get-right spot for this Eagles team, and it's really about how numbers move. Like I talked about, if it was still 7.5, I probably would avoid it. But now that it's come under, it's down to 6.5 here. It could keep moving. I'm not going to lie to people. You don't have to rush to bet this one. I'm just going to grab it now in case the professionals do come on this Eagles side, because I love this spot. And it's not shocking to see that, you know, this is the week everyone's just burying the Eagles. I joked with you. I couldn't wait to listen to WIP on Sunday night because I just knew all these Eagles fans were going to be losing their minds. It's, you know, one of the worst losses they've ever suffered. And, you know, I think it's the first time since the 90s the Eagles have blown a 20-point lead in a game like that. So it couldn't be a lower spot, it feels like, for this Eagles team that I think the market's overreacting. We faded them last week. The 2 weeks before that, we were riding the Eagles team because the market was overreacting to this Eagles team. So it's kind of a fun seesaw spot. And we talk all the time, the Eagles are just a different team at home. Jalen Hurts, last 34 games, 30-4 straight up at home. You know, this is going to be one of the more teased games this week. So I won't be shocked to see professionals coming in on this Bears side, but I do love it now that it's at 6.5 for this Eagles team.
Listen, I'm looking for a reason to bet against the Bears. So I'm happy to go.
I'm not. I want to be on the Bears. We talked about it. They're just more fun to bet on, but it feels like this number's moved too much. Like this probably should be 7.5, 8, and now you're getting a 6.5. I just can't believe it's moved this much.
Denver 6.5 point favorite at the Washington Commanders. tricky one to really handicap on a Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, 5-6 days before the game, because we just don't know about Jaden Daniels. And there's rumors that he might be able to play. He's inching back, being a little bit more healthy. We don't know for sure. Honestly, it's just hard to have an opinion on this game right now.
That's fair. I'll be on Washington, but it is hard to have an opinion on it. Obviously, Washington's biggest weakness is by far their defense. They're just terrible. You'd think Sean Payton would just have a field day here. Like, this is such a dream match for him scheme-wise. So many ways to attack this defense if he chooses to. And, if it's Daniels, that's why I'm betting it now. If it is Daniels, I could see it move another 2 or 3 points. It could come down a little bit more. So I'll back Washington early here, but like Chad said, I'm in no rush to bet this one.
The New York Giants, resurgent, competitive for 2 weeks in a row with Jameis Winston. New York Giants took the Packers down to the wire, took the Lions into overtime, lost both games dramatically. Now they're visiting the New England Patriots. They're 7.5-point underdogs Monday Night Football. We don't know at this point if it's going to be Jameis or Jaxson Dart. My feeling is it's going to be Jaxson Dart. He did practice last week. He traveled with the team. That indicates to me that he's probably going to be ready to go. I think the real issue here, Simon, is who's playing on the left side of the offensive line for the New England Patriots, because they had players just being carted off on Sunday in that game that they barely covered against the Bengals. So I know where I'm going to lean in this game. Do you want to say it? Do you want me to say it? Do we want to be disgusting together? Do you want to say it on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Giants?
Giants.
You weren't with me on that. We weren't coordinated.
Well, Zoom, it syncs us out, I thought, if we say it at the same time. But yeah, I love the Giants as well. We talked before the show. I almost made it. My Simon says you almost made a Chad's choice. It's really about this defensive line for the Giants against what we are presuming now is going to be their backup left tackle and their backup left guard, which is a huge deal. That was honestly their biggest strength, it felt like. When I was really looking at the run scheme board, a lot of their big runs and gains are to that side. And pass blocking wise, same thing. It's a side where they can leave one-on-one matchups where they usually chip to the right side, either with a tight end or the running back. Now, what are they going to do, right? Are they going to do more 12 personnel to try to protect Maye? Because this is a terrible match for them, right? They have 2 different guys on the defense line of the Giants that Maye can't use athleticism against them, right? Burns will be able to catch him. Carter will be able to catch him. Like they're just as athletic and just as fast as him. So this 9 at Hard Rock in Jersey is already down to 7. So since we started the show, this line has moved. A couple other 7s popping up. People, if you hear this, go grab it. Go grab this Giants team. I think this will keep coming down. If Dart gets cleared, I could see this going below 6. Like, that's how big of an upgrade he is offensively. As much as we love Winston, the running aspect with Dart is a game changer, right? The way they can use his legs. You see with Kafka, give him tons of credit. He's really schemed up a great offense here these last couple weeks since he's taken over, right? Like, they just feel like they're always kind of keeping teams on their toes and throwing them off fence. So, as much as I wanted to be scared off of this one because I feel like we're buying high on Jameis, it's really not appearing that way. Like, money is from the public coming in on this Patriots team. They're still believe in this Patriots team where I think me and you are in agreement. They're overlooking how big of a deal it is losing 2 key starters on the offensive line with a young quarterback here. So, really fun game. I could see us end up getting it as one of our 5, especially come Sunday if we know it's Dart and we do get a 7.5 in contest. I just love this number so much. So, yeah, hopefully people hear this. 2 of the most public books. I know Hard Rock's gone, but 2 very public books still have 7.5s out there. So I hope people can get that before it goes away.